Hi, my name is Meredith Sapp. I'm the COO of Blah Blah Blah, named after the best show ever, Arrested Development. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of our production decisions and how they're related to our overall strategy. For the most part, our production decisions were made to balance the goals of gradually increasing our SQ rating to keep up with the industry average, and also doing this in the most cost-efficient manner. We tried to minimize production cost in whichever way was the most cost-efficient for the plant location and the specific year. We also gave consideration to which investments were long-term, such as total quality management and best practices training, versus more variable costs, such as styling and the number of models available. We varied our production capacity in the different locations quite a bit throughout the 7 years of the game. Our first step was to build a plant in Latin America immediately. We noticed that there was a huge opportunity for cheap production there, so we invested in that very quickly, and then also installed option A as soon as the Latin America plant was up and running to reduce reject rates and also reduce our cost. We did make a mistake that we're willing to admit with the North America plant. At the beginning of the game, we installed option A and option D to reduce the rejects and increase worker productivity, but then shortly thereafter we sold that plant when we noticed that the production could be a lot cheaper in Latin America and serve the same markets with no tariffs. So these investments in the North America plant were a little bit of a waste of an investment, but that's okay. In year 15, our industry had a lot of excess capacity, and at this time we sold off part of our Latin America plant. The following year, capacity the market reacted and capacity became constrained again. At this point, we wanted to reclaim some of the available capacity, so we bought this back very quickly, and then subsequently decided to pull out of Europe when we noticed that the tariffs there were basically making our margins extremely tight. So this is another thing that we would change if we could do it again. We would not have repurchased that capacity in Latin America because our decision to pull out of Europe definitely made that a bad decision. But altogether, our production decisions were in line with our strategy of keeping our SQ rating middle of the road while also reducing our production cost in the most efficient manner.